person you're next to. You're going to have to hold on to them. I'm serious. Hold on. It's scary. So it's a story about a little girl who lived in a farm long and far away. There's no neighbors, no nothing. And her mom and dad said one day, Julian, you have to go out of town to take care of some business. Can you stay home with Polly? It's a little dog this big. And she's like, yeah, I can stay home. They're like, it's just for one night. We'll be back first thing in the morning. And she goes, okay. They said, don't forget to close the door after you take them out the last time. They say, make sure you close the windows, have your supper, wash your dishes, and go to bed. But go straight to bed at 8 o'clock. And she goes, okay. So the parents went off, and they drove, and it was dark. And she said, I'm going to play a game. She's playing a game on the computer. She's doing something else. She's like, oh, it's so late. So she says, oh, close the windows, close the windows. She realizes one of the windows isn't closing. She's like, oh my God, close the windows. The storm's coming. Wouldn't shut. She said, forget it. So she ate her dinner, closed everything off. She checked everything. She's like, all right, I'm going to bed. Now, she had a little thing that her parents didn't know about. Every time she went into bed, she went like this, and the little dog would come and lick her hand, and she'd jump in bed, right? So she's like, all right. She went into bed, and she fell asleep. And then she said her little prayers, went to bed. Then she says, oh, I think I forgot to turn off one of the shutters. And she heard it going. The window, it was landing. And it's closing and it's flapping. She goes, oh, I got to get up in the middle of the night. So she went downstairs, runs downstairs, locks it as best as she could, and it's not locking. She said, forget it, just leave it. Runs back upstairs, puts her hand under the bed, the dog licks her hand, and she goes up. And then, she's asleep. And then she hears, she's like, uh-oh, I left the water running. So she goes, oh, I have to go downstairs. My parents are going to yell at me. She goes downstairs, checks on the faucet. Nothing's wrong. She's like, uh-oh. Now she's scared because she's by herself with the dog, right? And the dog doesn't even get out of the bed. And she goes, okay, forget it. And she's going up the stairs and she heard creaking. And the second floor, she's like, oh, it's just an old house. It's just an old house. It's just an old house. She goes up, puts her hand under the bed, gets a lick, jumps in bed. Then she goes to sleep, and she's scared. She's going like this under the cover. Oh, God, something in here, creepy in here. And then she goes to sleep, scared, right? And she hears again. She goes, oh, I left the water on in my parents' bedroom. I think I used it to brush my teeth. She goes, checks, nothing. She's like, okay, this is scary, I'm going to run. She runs back to her bed. She puts her hand under it. She gets it licked. She runs into the bed. And she's even more scared now. Something's going on in this house that she loved and she knows. And then she goes, okay, now I'm really scared. She's like, please, Mom and Dad, please come home right away. I don't want to sleep by myself anymore in this big house by myself. And then she hears, she's like, uh-oh, coming into my bathroom. She checks in the bathroom. Sorry, I'm scared. She checks in the bathroom, and her puppy had died overnight. He's dripping. And she realizes somebody was licking her hand the whole night long. There's a stranger danger under there. Don't ever leave the doors open.